apparently not everybody, like, apparently I haven't got all the information out. And honestly, this is like a secret. This one, it wasn't something that was like screamed across the radio and TV. This is something that was quiet. Like, this is like blackmail. This is like, I don't know how to explain it. So it's interesting. Because, like, that's one of the reasons why I made so many YouTube videos, is so, like, people have, they can talk about it if they want to. You know, they have the right to talk about it instead of they feel like they need to, like, hush hush or talk in, like, some foreign language that isn't real, you know, kind of thing like that. Because, you know, and so, how I was raised, because I made a video yesterday that my family is really into, like, hunting and stuff. Not my whole entire family, but a few of my family members are really into hunting. And I've always been into, I like to go to the store and buy the food there. I don't like how to, like, watch where it came from, kind of thing like that. But I've skinned animals. I've went hunting before. I've done that, you know, because it's just how I was raised, that, yeah, you may not want to do it, but at least you should know how to do it. And so that's how I was raised. And so we had animals growing up, and, you know, we were not as rich as other families, so we ended up taking care of the costs of dehumanizing a animal, or putting down an animal with, you know, our shotguns. And the thing is, it's typically who loved the animal the most was the one that was responsible for it. And so, not always, but that's just how it was. And so, I had a rat, and I took a little bit better care of my animals. But most of them, like, I liked animals, but I didn't want animals growing up. And there was one animal, he was a Rottweiler mixed with, like a lab or something, but it wasn't like, it was like a chocolate lab, but he looked like a Rottweiler that was, like, big, like a big Rottweiler. You know, he kind of looked like he had almost like Green Dane in him, just like the size that he was. And he was fuzzy. And he was sweet. And so I ended up, like, loving that dog, but he got too big for where we lived, so we had to give him away. And they didn't really tell me that he was gonna get given away, and so I came home one night, you know, and they, like, mentioned it, you know, and he was gone. And I was sad about that. And but later on I got a rat, and my mom did not want me to have a rat. And so my mom was never around. She wasn't, like, involved or anything like that, but my rat kept on getting out constantly. And I have sisters, like, I have siblings, you know. My rat kept on getting out, and I was like, I didn't know what to do. And one night, one of my family members got annoyed, because my family member would be like, we're gonna have to put down your rat because the rat gets out too much. And I'm just like, what? And they're like, well, you need to figure this out. And I'm just like, I don't want to put down my rat. And so my rat got out. And so the night, it was last night, and I was like, okay, we're putting down the rat. And so I was supposed to throw the rat in a bag and hit it against the dumpster, but I didn't have to hit it against the dumpster, and I was so grateful for that. But I was kind of forced into throwing away my rat into the dumpster. So Story time. Not all stories are true.